On behalf of my wife Susan, myself, Jerry, and Beth Rosenblum, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for coming here to share the event during this busy holiday season and to help us celebrate the beautiful occasion with both Peter and Victoria.
Well, it's wonderful. I'm very happy. We are thrilled to have another son-in-law. It's very hard. It's our last one. But we are very, very happy. They've been together for quite a few years. It's time they got married.
I'm so delighted to be here. Thank you all for coming to celebrate Victoria and Peter's love. I still remember the first time meeting Victoria after she was born. My siblings and I were so excited to see our newest baby sister. She was such a special gift to our family.
We've spent our entire lives effectively vacationing twice a year together. We vacation at Christmas every year around this time, which it makes it especially meaningful, I think, to be getting married right now.
During her time living and working in Lansdale, Victoria met a young man named Peter. We weren't told much about him for some time.
Ah, you look beautiful.
So handsome.
But then Tori called one evening to meet them for dinner. He seemed a very nice young man, and he appeared to care very much for Victoria.
Oh, it's really a wonderful day for me. Of course, a mother always hopes that her son will find somebody to support him and care for him. And I think Victoria really does have his best interests at heart. In fact, he told me early on that he knew she would always have his back. And it's very exciting for me as a mother to see them take this step together. I think it took him a little while to get to this step, but I couldn't be happier about today.
I think he sees her determination, her smartness, her joy in life. I think they are going to be very happy. I shouldn't say this, but I think by next Christmas I'll be having grandchildren.
I think they will have a long and happy life together. I think they will spend many years renovating the house they bought that could be a lifetime project built in 1904.
I usually always err on the side of bigger for pajamas. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, Victoria was full of energy, happy, always wanting to play. She had lots of siblings to play with. Tori is still very determined. She was very much into planning this wedding, very much into detail. She is a wonderful daughter.
Peter was a very interesting kid. He actually, from a very young age, loved all things mechanical. He was the toddler that got on rides at an amusement park and is leaning over the side to see how the mechanism is working. He loved his toys. At one point, he was always late in the morning getting ready for the school bus. And I would argue with him. We'd try to move up the wake-up time. He just couldn't miss the bus every day. He finally told me that if he had to get ready for school faster, I should remove all of the interesting toys from his room because he just couldn't ignore them.
I could not figure out how to do the back, Jeff. I honestly took my pants off, put the back on, and it put my
He was very enthusiastic. He loved to do things. He loved to hike, he loved to play outside, a lot of it with his dad. He really enjoyed life.
Yeah, I thought I noticed it right away. We didn't know until they went to Hawaii and he proposed. He surprised us. We never knew it was coming, but we were very happy.
Our dad's having
Yeah, my husband
can't do it. And it's just like, this is his last one. He's his fourth out of 4 weddings, and he's the worst at this one.
He's terrible.
I think it's his baby getting married. That's a regular size.
This is for you.
Yeah, you have to make it look. Whoa. Love and marriage.
There you go. There you go.
Love it.
I would say he has a very unique and wonderful personality. He'll do anything for the people he cares about. He, I think, will be a wonderful husband.
Victoria has always had such a determination for life. She was able to become a successful scientist and a world traveler. She is also one heck of an aunt and a godmother to my kids. She is so generous and caring and always willing to play and listen to their stories. She's more thoughtful than anybody I've ever met.
I couldn't be happier about today, and I think that the whole wedding was planned the way they wanted it. They know themselves, and they found a place that had the vibe they wanted, and I think they're happy, which makes me as Peter's mother happy, that what I want for them is, of course, the best for them, and I want them to be happy.
Now, I have known Peter for the past 12 years or so, and it is my excellent pleasure to be able to serve as the pastor today, to be able to ask God to bless this marriage. And it is truly my honor.
Happiness in marriage is not something that happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, I love you at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. Well, just don't go to sleep. It's not time taking others for granted. The courtship should not end with the honeymoon. It should continue throughout the years. It's having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It's standing together facing the world. It's forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It's doing things for others, not in attitude of duty of sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor, which you both have.
A marriage makes of 2 fractional lives a whole. It gives 2 purposeless lives a work, and it doubles the strength of each to perform it. It gives to 2 questioning natures a reason for living and something to live for. It will give a new gladness to the sunshine, a new fragrance to the flowers, a new beauty to the earth, and a new mystery to life.
Well, 1 Corinthians 13 says that love is perseverance, fun, intimacy, and a 4th element, commitment. May each of you help each other in big and in small ways to know your value and potential in this world. Life is full of challenges, but you will always have each other first and foremost. May each of you enjoy the opportunities of each day. May God bless you with the eyes to see the good even amidst the bad, and fill your home with laughter and joy. May each of you share your whole self with the other. Be vulnerable and gentle with the other person as you grow together in love.
In the name of God,
I, Peter,
take you, Victoria,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until death do us part. This is my solemn vow.
I, Victoria,
take you, Peter,
to
be my husband,
to
have and to hold,
for
better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
in
sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
until death do us part.
This is my solemn vow.
And now, introducing for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Peter and Victoria Marcelino. You may now kiss the bride.
For me, it was just very touching, almost hard to believe that this was finally happening. I'm sorry that his father wasn't here to see it. Very happy for the two of them.
First, thank you to the Hall family and Aunt Beth and Jerry for hosting us this weekend. Everyone, I think, is excited to be here, and everything's been beautiful. Last night was amazing. In 2016, it just so happened that he was going on the first few dates with a new woman, an unnamed woman at the time. And I guess, must have been giving decent advice because we talked about it a lot before and after. And so there's a couple of things. One, it became clear to me that Peter cared a lot what you thought, Victoria, because it must have been the second date at Longwood Gardens, and he was very concerned about what you thought about him. I was reading between the lines, but Peter was telling me every detail about the date, and he wants to know, he's kind of asking me, he's like, well, do you think she's interested? And he told me at one point there was a treehouse, and you must have held hands for the first time. This was a big deal, and he was describing this to me. I think he said that you held hands and stayed in the treehouse for maybe 30 minutes without saying anything. And I said, my God, Peter, I think she's interested.
So today, we celebrate their life together, wishing them all the best for the future, going through life's ups and downs, twists and turns, but always supporting each other. We wish them our best and our love for the long and healthy future. God bless you both.
I loved having a little sister. I finally got to be the older, wiser one and to boss around a little sister, though I quickly realized that wouldn't be the case. Instead, I found a playmate and a friend. Once she introduced us to Peter, I knew she had met her partner for life. They complement themselves in all the right ways. I wish them a lifetime of love and laughter. If there's one thing that I have learned in my many years of marriage, it would be that you need a strong bond between partners. And I can see, and I'm sure as all of you as well, that they are the best of friends.
You know it with Peter, he's very loyal, he's very industrious, very hardworking, and he's very thoughtful and caring. But I think it's demonstrated that you also support his interests. I don't think anything maybe demonstrates that more than agreeing to go to the Shire for your honeymoon. So I think that you guys have all the ingredients for a very successful relationship and a happy marriage, and I wish you all the best. Cheers.
It was something I've always dreamed of for all my kids, and I couldn't have been happier.
I can't wait to see all the great things that you both accomplish as a team. Your future together holds so much promise, so here's to Victoria and Peter and their lifelong happiness together.
I think they'll travel a lot. I think they would like to have kids. I think they'll be very happy together raising a family, and whether they stay in the Chicago area or they move back east, I think they'll be very family oriented and very happy.
dice. Meant to be. The only one is me and you for me. So happy together. Woo!
We're almost meeting in the middle. I think that we can't do it all both at the same time anymore.
Oh, you're putting your head in my picture.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
You guys do one and then I'll do one. Okay, ready? Don't block the bride. Don't block the bride.
All right, badass thoughts. You're not supposed to be smiling. No, I'm smiling.
Keely, why don't you stand kind of like here, right? Or not right there. Not right there. Right there.
Don't block the bride. Don't block the bride. All right, guys, look in here.
Some people may tell you that love is about having fun with the person that you love the most. I'm sure that each of us can think of a funny story involving Peter or Victoria, or both. One example is that when Peter and Victoria started dating, Peter wanted to make sure they looked his best, and he saved his favorite shirt to wear on each one of their first 4 dates. The 5th date, Victoria said, "Wow, a different shirt."